I think it's true that it's a psychopathic ideology and that we can talk about it that way because perhaps if there's a bias to that, it's in the term psychopath. But there is in that term an assumption that human beings should have some compassion for other people and that ordinary, healthy human beings have the capacity to see the emotions of others and care about them. Um, on the other hand, I, as a philosopher, do follow in the classical footsteps, the Hobbesian uh, footsteps, that say that really to have a compelling argument for individuals requires appealing to their self-interest. I believe that this can be done. I believe that it comes from the fact that humans are individuals, but we are also part of groups, and this is even our sense as an individual is really identifying a bunch of parts, our liver, our brain, and whatnot, as a single entity. And we do that same mental process with our families, with our nations, with our sports teams, whatever. We extend our identity such that we feel we are at one with the group, that we understand that something happening to my family is happening to me. And the compassion I have for my brother and my family comes from the shared sense of identity, that he and I both believe that we are part of this family. And we make that interpretation, and therefore we act with care towards how these other people are treated, both by other members of the family and by people outside of the group. So I believe we can justify this compassion on an individualistic basis. And I see the problem in that case with laissez-faire capitalism is the idea that you cannot really draw the need to have a social compassion from individual self-interest. And in that view, it's not exactly psychopathic. It just contains an analytic error. But for all intents and purposes, it is somewhat psychopathic to insist that there is nothing fundamental to the communal nature of the human animal when we all are relying on that communal nature. I mean, every laissez-faire capitalist is wearing shoes that were probably made in a half dozen different places around the world, where the materials were mined and then shipped and refined and then shipped and then turned into soles and then glued on. And this is such a huge cooperative venture. Just getting you a pair of shoes, I don't think you get to say you're a non-cooperative individualist. Maybe if you want to go out in the woods and make every single thing on your own, then I would buy that.